I'm Michelle Hickey, and I help creatives like you become the best version of yourself so that you can create your best work. As creative business owners, we face a lot of challenges. We're out there experimenting in ways that most people don't dare. And as a result, we need to be stronger than most. We all know that the most successful people are the ones who never give up. But in order for us to keep going, to make progress, to make money, to make a difference, we need to stay positive. And it is not one of the ways, it is the only way to become resilient. In this video, I will be sharing 4 tactics that I use to keep a positive mindset. These keep my business running at its best, but it has the bonus of making my life happier too. Tip number 1 is to surround yourself with good examples and good people. Motivational speaker Jim Rohn wisely said that we are the average of the 5 people we spend the most amount of time with. So take a really good look at the people that you are most in contact with. Are they complainers? Are they one of these people who think that everyone is out to get them all the time? Is there always a new problem? Even if you don't share in these same feelings, it is human nature to take on the qualities of the people that we are around. Without even realizing it, you may have picked up on bad habits or a negative way of thinking just because of the people that you hang out with. Now, I'm not saying that you should go on a witch hunt and sever all relationships with everyone that you deem negative in your life, but instead start to bring in new positive influences. And thanks to the online world that we live in, these people don't even need to be people that you know or spend time with in real life. If you're like me and you work from home, you're not seeing a lot of people, period. In fact, I often make the joke that if Jim Rohn's quote is true, then I'm basically a cat because my kitties are the ones who I spend the most amount of time with. But in all seriousness, I make sure that the people I follow are of the highest caliber. Whether it's through listening to a podcast or watching a YouTube video or reading a book, I am constantly feeding my mind messages of positivity. I only listen to people who are forward-thinking and optimistic and who are on a mission to make our world a better place. Their voices and their messages seep into my subconscious and in turn give me a more positive outlook. For example, when I'm feeling overwhelmed, I hear the voice of Gary Keller, the author of the book, The One Thing. And I'm reminded that I don't need to be doing a million things. I only need to be doing one thing, the one thing that matters. When I'm at the gym, I hear the voice of fitness guru and business coach Chalene Johnson. I actually imagine that she is there doing workouts with me. I think, what would she say if she saw me flaking out on those last 2 reps, or if she saw me hop off the treadmill before my run was complete? These are the messages we need to hear in our ears and the messages that we need programmed in our minds. When you're exposing yourself to positive people, those naysayers and negative people in your life will start to fade into the background or have the tables turned on them as they start to be inspired by you and your joyful outlook. Tip number 2 is to practice self-care. There is this stigma that taking care of ourselves is selfish, which is why most of us don't do it. It's much more noble to be the person who is frazzled and stressed out and is doing too many things. But when we are in that state of total exhaustion, we are no good to anybody else. Plus, it just doesn't feel good. And it feels even worse when you realize that nobody's coming to save you from this misery that you've created. If you want the respect of others and if you want to feel happy, that has to come from within. You have to care enough about yourself to create the time and space that you need to be happy. Just like a car can't run without gas and you can't make a recipe without ingredients, we can't operate without filling ourselves up with the things that keep us feeling whole and uplifted and motivated. And this goes beyond the basic human necessities like food and sleep and love. Those are the bare minimum. And I know that some of us aren't even getting those. So let's start with that. But then add a few more things to your list. Take time for yourself to exercise, to meditate, to read a book or to watch a TV show, or to blow dry your hair or to get an extra hour of sleep. Whatever fills you up and gives you confidence, do that. Those are the things that you need to make time for. When you look and feel your best, you show up to life at a whole new level. You begin to feel capable, that you can take on more. And best of all, you will be kinder, you will have more patience, and you will have more love to give. And to me, that is the opposite of selfish. Tip Tip number 3 is do not expose yourself to negativity. This tip goes hand in hand with tip number 1, which is to surround yourself with positivity. And as I mentioned before, the more uplifting people and positive experiences that you add to your life, the less time you're going to have for that negativity, and it will organically begin to disappear. If you are serious about becoming a more positive person and staying uplifted, there are some additional steps that you can actively take to rid yourself of the people and things that are keeping you down. The first and easiest thing to do is to audit your social media. Take a good look at the images in your Instagram feed and the comments you're seeing when you log on to Facebook. As you scroll through, always be asking yourself, does this make me feel good or does this make me feel bad? I have gotten ruthless about what I allow myself to see, and I have no qualms about unfollowing people or hiding stories that don't uplift or motivate me. If what you're seeing doesn't make you feel amazing, then get rid of it. Another place where negativity creeps into our lives is in the media that we consume. Reading the news, listening to music with depressing lyrics, watching TV shows that have these horrific storylines, these are all ways to guarantee that you're going to feel disgusted, discouraged, and depressed. You know, I've had people say to me, Michelle, you can't live in a bubble. The world is not rainbows and unicorns. To that I say, I understand that life brings challenges, but exposing myself to problems that I can't fix and fictitious characters that I feel bad about that I can't save will not make the challenges that life brings to me any easier to overcome. I'll deal with those problems that arise when they arise. But in the meantime, I will live in my little world of rainbows and unicorns because that means I get to feel happy for most of my life. Living in a place of positivity positions us to help more people and to spread that feeling of joy. If we are feeling broken and sad, how is that going to empower us to help other people make positive changes? Stop watching sad stuff, stop listening to depressing stories, and seek entertainment that will inspire you to create the kind of world that you want to be living in. Tip number 4 is to believe that everything is working in your favor. I saved this tip for last because it is the most powerful. It's also the thing that the majority of people refuse to do. Most of us have been conditioned to expect the worst. We've let our fear of disappointment run so high that we don't allow ourselves to dream big and to go after the things that we want. And this leads to so many missed opportunities. It's time to drop the beliefs that life is hard and that nothing's going to work and that everyone is out to get you. That is not a way to live. I know that this is hard for some of you to hear, but this is going to be very freeing. What if you began to turn those thoughts around and started to believe that everything was going to work out exactly the way that you want it to? That it wouldn't be that hard, and that people and resources would start showing up left and right to help make your dreams into a reality. Crazy? You might think so, but this is the way I've started living my life, and so far I've only seen it improve. I no longer look at problems in the same way. They are now opportunities that help me to grow and allow me to get closer to my goals. I don't view failures as a reflection of something that I did wrong, but an indication that I'm growing. Don't fall in the trap of thinking that one circumstance determines the outcome of what you want. Allow yourself to believe in the big picture, even if you can't see it yet. By reframing those negative thoughts into positives, we are able to keep going, to go after what we want, and to feel confident. It's that simple. Change your perspective, change your outcome. You can't go south if you're walking north. If you've never tried this way of thinking, you're not going to believe that it's going to work. So give it a shot. Try it for just 1 hour and see how you feel at the end of it. Set your desired outcome and then believe that everything that happens in that next hour is working towards making it into a reality. Now, your wish may not materialize at the end of that hour, especially if you wish for something really big, like $1 million. But if you continue this way of positive thinking and you believe that your outcome is attainable, you will be able to reflect back and see indicators of good working in your life. As a rule of thumb, the more you believe that your outcome is possible, the faster and easier it will show up in your life. Living positive is not something that happens to us. It is a choice. And that is awesome because you have the power to make your life as awesome as you want it to be. If this video has inspired you to change your life for the better, give me a big heck yes in the comments. And please share this video with a family member or friend who you know could really benefit from this message. You'll be giving them the gift of mindset, which can truly turn their life around. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can be alerted whenever I release new videos like this one. No matter what is going on in your business or your life right now, always remember that you have everything you need to do everything that you want to do. I'll see you next time.